Hello, darlings. Are you ready for a fabulously British adventure? Buckle up, because we're about to embark on a whirlwind tour of the UK's most delightful destinations. From the historic cobbled streets to the vibrant cultural scenes and breathtaking landscapes, this little island has it all. Whether you're an art fanatic, a history buff, or simply crave a good cuppa with a side of charming countryside, this guide will equip you with all the tips and must-sees to make your UK escapade absolutely unforgettable. So grab your brolly, one never knows with the British weather, darling, and let's get started. London, where do I even begin? This city is a treasure trove of experiences waiting to be discovered. This city is a glorious, pulsating hub of history, culture, and fabulous shopping. From the bustling streets of Covent Garden to the chic boutiques of Mayfair, there's something for everyone. You can practically smell the centuries of stories woven into the very fabric of the buildings. Every corner you turn, there's a piece of history waiting to be uncovered. First stop, darling, has to be Buckingham Palace. This iconic residence of the British monarch is a must-see. Try and catch the changing of the guard, utterly iconic. The precision, the pageantry, it's a spectacle that never gets old. Then pop over to the Tower of London, steeped in history and home to the dazzling crown jewels. This fortress has seen it all, from royal residences to infamous prisons. Ooh, and don't even get me started on the British Museum. This place is an absolute treasure trove of human history, absolutely bursting with fascinating artifacts. From the Elgin marbles to the Sutton Hoo treasures, every exhibit tells a story. From ancient Egyptian mummies to the Rosetta Stone, you could wander those halls for days and still not see everything. The sheer scale and diversity of the collection is mind-boggling. And of course, no trip to London is complete without a spin on the London Eye. The views, simply breathtaking. As you ascend, the city unfolds beneath you, offering a panorama that stretches for miles. Don't forget to visit Westminster Abbey, a masterpiece of Gothic architecture. This historic church has been the site of coronations, weddings, and burials of British monarchs for centuries. St. Paul's Cathedral is another must-see. Climb to the top of the dome for a spectacular view of the city, or simply marvel at the stunning interior. For a bit of relaxation, head to Hyde Park. Whether you're boating on the Serpentine or just enjoying a leisurely stroll, it's a perfect escape from the hustle and bustle. And let's not forget Piccadilly Circus, the vibrant heart of London. With its dazzling lights and lively atmosphere, it's a place that truly captures the spirit of the city. Finally, a trip to Camden Market is a must for any visitor. This eclectic market is a haven for unique finds, from vintage clothing to international street food. London is a city that never ceases to amaze. From its historic landmarks to its vibrant markets, there's always something new to discover. So what are you waiting for? Dive in and explore. Now, let's whisk ourselves away to Edinburgh, Scotland's enchanting capital. Imagine cobbled streets winding through medieval architecture, all overlooked by the imposing Edinburgh Castle. It's like stepping into a fairy tale. And speaking of enchanting, if you're lucky enough to visit during the Edinburgh Festival, darling, prepare to be dazzled. The city explodes with a vibrant energy during this time. Think street performers, comedy shows, theater productions, and art installations around every corner. It's an absolute feast for the senses. Make sure you climb Arthur's Seat for the most spectacular views over the city. And don't forget to try some haggis when in Rome, darling. From the bustling cities, we journey now to the heart of the English countryside, to a place shrouded in mystery and ancient wonder, Stonehenge. These imposing stones, standing silently amidst the rolling Salisbury Plain, have captivated imaginations for centuries. How did they get there? What was their purpose? Nobody knows for sure. Was it a temple to the sun, an astronomical calendar, or perhaps a giant prehistoric game of pickup sticks? Whatever their story, darling, Stonehenge is a truly awe-inspiring sight and a must-see for any visitor to the UK. Next stop, Liverpool. This vibrant city perched on the River Mersey is a melting pot of music, culture, and of course, the legendary Beatles. Music lovers, this is your mecca. Head to the Cavern Club where the Fab Four cut their teeth and soak up the atmosphere. And for a truly immersive experience, don't miss the Beatles Story Museum. It's a journey through the band's rise to fame, packed with memorabilia and fascinating insights. But Liverpool is more than just the Beatles, darling. It boasts stunning architecture, a thriving art scene, and a wonderfully warm welcome. If you're lucky enough to be there during the Beatles week, you're in for a real treat. The city comes alive with music and celebrations. Now, let's escape the city bustle and immerse ourselves in the tranquil beauty of the Lake District. This, my dears, is England's largest national park, and it's easy to see why it inspired poets and writers like Wordsworth and Beatrix Potter. Think shimmering lakes, rolling hills, charming villages, and the freshest air you can imagine. It's the perfect place to lace up your walking boots and reconnect with nature. take a leisurely boat trip across Lake Windermere, hike up Scafell Pike for breathtaking views, or simply lose yourself in the picturesque villages dotted around the national park. From the rugged beauty of the Lake District, we travel to Bath, a city as elegant and refined as its name suggests. This architectural gem, built on natural hot springs, is a UNESCO World Heritage Site and a feast for the eyes. The Roman baths are a must-see, darling. Imagine strolling through these ancient ruins, picturing the Romans bathing in the steaming thermal waters. Afterwards, treat yourself to a traditional afternoon tea at the pump room overlooking the baths. Don't forget to sample the Sally Lunn bun, a local delicacy. And be sure to wander down Pulteney Bridge with its charming shops built right into the bridge itself. It's like something out of a fairy tale. Next stop, Oxford. This historic city, home to the oldest university in the English-speaking world, simply oozes with academic prestige. A stroll through the cobbled streets is like stepping back in time. Marvel at the grand architecture of the colleges, whisper in the Bodleian Library, and perhaps even punt along the River Cherwell. Utterly charming, darling. For the best academic tours, aim to visit outside of term time when the city is a little quieter. And don't forget to check out the many museums, including the Ashmolean, which houses an astonishing collection of art and archaeology. Let's head south now to Brighton, a vibrant seaside city that's a true feast for the senses. Take a stroll along Brighton Pier, an iconic Victorian masterpiece jutting out into the sea. Indulge in some classic seaside treats like fish and chips, brave a ride on the amusement park rides, and soak up the lively atmosphere. Afterwards, explore the quirky shops and cafes of the lanes, Brighton's bohemian heart. And don't miss the Royal Pavilion, a dazzling palace that's an exotic blend of Indian and Regency architecture. It's like nothing you've ever seen, darling. Get ready to experience the vibrant energy of Manchester, a city that effortlessly blends its industrial past with a modern cosmopolitan vibe. Head to the Northern Quarter, a treasure trove of independent shops, vintage finds, art galleries, and quirky cafes. It's a shopper's paradise. For a taste of Manchester's industrial heritage, explore the Castlefield area with its canals and converted mills. And for a truly special experience, catch a show at the Royal Exchange Theatre, housed in a stunning former cotton exchange. Finally, let's escape to the idyllic Cotswolds, a region of rolling hills, honey-colored villages, and quintessential English charm. Think cozy pubs with roaring fires, tea rooms overflowing with scones and clotted cream, and picturesque villages seemingly frozen in time. Hire a car and meander through the countryside, stopping at charming villages like Bourton-on-the-Water, Bybury, and Castlecombe. Don't forget your camera, darling. The Cotswolds are simply begging to be photographed. And if you have time, pop into one of the many local pubs for a pint of local ale and a taste of true Cotswolds hospitality. And there you have it, darlings, a whirlwind tour of some of the UK's most fabulous destinations. From the bright lights of London to the peaceful beauty of the Cotswolds, this island nation has something to offer everyone. So what are you waiting for? Start planning your own British adventure today. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel for more travel inspiration, and give this video a big thumbs up if you enjoyed it. And be sure to check out the description box below for more tips and links to help you plan your trip. Until next time, happy travels!